by Brave Jr. Marcus Davidson.
Will be valued the need for good sportsmanship and remind everyone that high school athletics is an educational event. Coaches, athletes, and fans are encouraged to cheer in a positive manner for their team, show respect to their opponents, and honor the decisions made by the officials. Please also keep sportsmanship as a priority in this contest.
Would you please bow your heads with me for a word of prayer? Father God, we're grateful for this evening you've given us. We're thankful for the time of season as it is. Thankful for the gift of your Son. We pray for both Culver Academies tonight and Blackhawk Christian. May these players play with their very best efforts, and may their attitudes ultimately reflect your glory. May we as fans support and encourage their efforts tonight. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Tonight, singing the national anthem will be you. I will lead us, and you will sing with me. Here we go. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the clouds bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
At this time, we will introduce the starting lineup first. For our visitors, the Eagles from Culver Academy. The Eagles coached by Mr. Mark Galloway. A 6'5" senior, number 12, Anthony Gaines. A 6'1" senior, number 21, Devon Booth. A 6'5" senior, Devontae Craig. A 6'2" junior, number 33, Desmond Martello. And a 6'7" senior, number 50, Nicholas Hill. And now, the third ball for York. Defensive 11, the junior who wears number 12, Gavin Wood. Also a junior 6 wearing number 34, Marcus Davidson. The sophomore standing at 6'3", wearing number 15, Jake Bear. Also standing at 6'3", the junior wearing number 24, Dave Burke. And a junior standing at 6'10", wearing number 3, David Burke. Wearing the coach and Mr. Mark Davidson, 72 points.
Welcome to Blackhawk Christian, everyone, for tonight's matchup between Blackhawk Christian and Culver Academies. Alongside Paul Suvar, I'm Brian Greenwald. Thanks for joining us. Blackhawk comes in off a big win last night over Canterbury, improving their record to 4-1 on the season. Culver comes in at 4-2 on the season. But Paul, a tale of two seasons really so far for Culver.
Yeah, unfortunately for Culver, their leading scorer, Trey Galloway, gone down to injury here a couple weeks back. And they've been without the last two games. At the start of the season here, the first two wins, they've been able, first 4 games of the season, they've been able to rip off those 4 first games with wins apiece. But the last 2 without him, they've really struggled to try and put the ball in the basket. And they've lost both here. So they're looking to come on the road here into Blackhawk Christian territory and try and steal a win tonight from them.
Yeah, averaging in the 60s before Galloway went down, and averaging 35 points a game, since he went down. They've been struggling offensively for sure. But they're going to come in here and provide size and provide a defensive struggle for Blackhawk here tonight. Blackhawk has the tip. Caleb First goes up, and there's part of that defensive struggle. Nicholas Hiddle there in the middle for Culver. 6'10", a big body. He's going to be a big matchup inside there for First.
Yeah, great challenge for Caleb tonight right here. Not often he's going to see another player being able to square up him eye to eye.
And Hiddle, another lefty, and a nice move inside against First.
Yeah, I like that approach by Culver again. Drop it down to their own big guy. Try and get Caleb First in trouble. Strong move by the lefty, Hiddle.
Zane Burke up top. Wood gets it down to First. They're going to play one-on-one against First right now. First short little jumper is good.
I tell you what, Caleb First really likes that. The size doesn't matter if he's able to back his man down. Hit that little fade away from about 3 feet away from the basket. That's an easy layup for Caleb.
Little token full court pressure by the Braves. Now they fall back man-to-man. Deontay Craig, he's been picking up the scoring for Culver since Galloway went down. Fort Wayne native. Get over to the left-hand side to Booth. Booth gets it out top. Martello for three. Off the back, no good. Burke with the rebound. Pardon me, that was Gabe on the shot there for Culver. Burke hands it off to Wood. Inside again to First. Feeding the big man. First 3 possessions so far. Marcus Davidson now out top. He thought about the shot. Goes inside to Boyer. Back out to Burke, and they'll reset the offense. Burke tries to take his man. Nice defense there by Gabe. Davidson, right-hand side. Now Burke calling out a new set for the offense.
Yeah, good patience by the Braves.
Wood, left-hand side. Burke squares up. Got Jake Boyer open for 3. Off the front rim, no good. And they got a foul on the floor, and that's going to go against Culver. Number 50, Hiddle with his first foul.
Yeah, Culver obviously a concerted effort to try and keep Caleb First off the offensive glass. Hiddle just being a little too physical with him, trying to get him on his hip, tossing him over there.
First on the inbounds. Boyer over to Davidson. Inside First. Tries to go baseline against Hiddle. And goes up. Oh, whoa, look at that shot.
That was the degree of difficulty. Was about a 9.5 on that shot by Caleb First. Somehow finding a way to bank it off the glass from the baseline.
I don't even know how you can use the glass from the angle that he was trying to get that for.
Unbelievable.
Craig with it out top. Gets it over to Booth. Booth on the left-hand side. They've got Hiddle underneath. Did not go to him. There's Martello out top. Gets it over to Gabe. Now they look inside to Hiddle. Using that big body. Goes to the offhand, but he traveled first.
He sure did. As he tried to drop step and take that extra dribble, he was met with resistance by Caleb First. And as that resistance was met with him, he ended up shuffling his feet. Good defense there, positionally by Caleb First.
First probably doesn't have quite the muscle that Hiddle has there, but he's got great position, and he knows how to get his position there. As the shot's off there by Burke. Rebounded there by Gabe. Here comes Craig. Guarded by Boyer. They're going to get the Boyer with a little shove there on the baseline.
I'd say Craig is going to be very vital for Culver tonight. He's their second leading scorer. Now their leading scorer with Galloway down, at least for the time being right here. He's going to need to pick up his offensive game in order for Culver to have a chance tonight.
Yeah, anytime you're missing IU's #1 recruit for the 2020 class, and that's what Galloway is.
Yes.
Averaging 25 points a game for the academy. Son of the coach. And that's a big one to miss there.
Huge loss.
He hurt his wrist going up for a dunk a couple weeks ago, and no surgery required for Galloway, but he is going to miss about 3 weeks for Culver. And Craig lowered his shoulder, and they've got him for the foul there.
Well, again, I think Jake Boyer on the original call, the previous call that he got called on, was good positionally. Just ended up getting with the body right there. I think Craig was a little frustrated, thinking he could beat Boyer off the dribble. But again, Jake ended up sliding his feet over, squaring his shoulders up, and absorbing that contact, getting charged. Good defense by Jake.
Caleb First on the outside. Gets it to Davidson as he rotates around. Now Burke on the left-hand side. Looks for the screen from Boyer. Gets it back to Boyer. Looked inside to first, cross court instead to Wood. Davidson now out top. Cross court to Zane Burke. Got his feet behind the three. Nice pass inside to Wood. Now first. Marcus Davidson, spot up three.
Beautiful patience there by the Braves. Again, rotating that ball around, fighting a wide open Marcus Davidson, top of the key. That's a layup for Marcus.
And Culver breaks the press. Coming down court. Martello not looking for his own shot there up top. Now we've got Booth guarded by Wood. Back over to Martello, looks inside to Craig. Craig's going to look for the post-up three. Blackhawk Braves on Craig there. Kittle steps out for the three.
I'll tell you what.
Nice touch by the big man.
What a weapon to have your 6'10 guy step out from the beyond three-point land and splash it down.
7-5 is our score. Just under 4 minutes remaining here in the first quarter. Caleb first now underneath against Kittle. He goes right hand for the layup.
Beautiful again.
Off hand to the lane.
Where Caleb might not have the bulk of Hittle, he's got the quickness advantage. He's able to dip his shoulder underneath there and go, you're right, with the offhand. Beautiful skill.
Nice trap there. Wood gets the steal. Now Caleb first goes for the dunk.
Get up there, full court pressure. Flush it down, big fella.
And the full court pressure always works better when 6'10 is guarding the inbound.
Oh my, yes.
And a nice shot there underneath. Couldn't get it to go there by Booth. And they got the jump ball, and Culver's going to keep possession. Number 5, Nicholas Gravenight's into the ball game for Culver. He's replacing Booth. We didn't see much of the full court pressure last night by the Braves against Canterbury. It's something new that they're instituting here tonight. We got a 30-second timeout here by Culver. Blackhawks so far, I mean, the pressure a couple times here really hasn't done much except maybe get them out of the rhythm offensively. But right down here on that steal, I mean, Marcus Davidson and Caleb first with a nice combo pressure, and it resulted in a big dunk for Blackhawk.
I think you're right. They're trying to slow Culver down a little bit with that full court press, but being opportunistic with it. As that ball got swung into the corner, it was an attack mode instantaneously for the Braves. They noticed where the ball was at positionally. And you're right, Caleb First and Callan Wood collapsed heavily on it, deflected that ball, and ended up resulting in a Caleb First flush. We've seen plenty of these first two home games.
Yes. 11-5 is our score. We have 3:13 remaining here in the first quarter. And Culver has it underneath their own basket. Blackhawk was still the starting 5 out there on the court for the Braves. Looking for Craig underneath. They go to him, but clear out on the outside by the time he tracked it down. Martello couldn't get the three to go, and Caleb First tracks down the board for Blackhawk.
Yeah, good rotational defense there by the Braves. Culver is not a real strong three-point shooting club outside of Galloway, and even he has struggled so far this year with his own shot.
Davidson on the left-hand side. Caleb First on the baseline. He thought about his shot, passed out to Davidson instead. Back out to Davidson. Three-pointer on the way. Fall away. In and out. No good. Nice track down by Boyer.
Great hustle.
He's going to look for some help and get it down baseline to First. And Colin Wood. Zane Burke, top of the key. In and out. No good. Deontay Craig with a nice board for Culver. Nice look there. You can't fault the look.
Yeah.
Couple good looks actually there for Blackhawk on that possession.
Yeah, good patience, good rotation of the ball right there. Taking what Culver is giving. They're really trying to collapse down on Caleb here these last couple possessions.
Martello guarded by Davidson out top. Now you get Gabe. Guarded by Burke. Burke almost went for the steal there. Nice screen by Hiddle. Gabe goes all the way in, and they're going to get that blocking foul on Jake Boyer, and that's going to be 2 quick ones there on Boyer.
Yeah, I like the rotation, defensive rotation there by Jake Boyer. Just a slight hair late on it. In reality, I don't think he was in a bad position defensively. It's just the position of his feet. He was right underneath the basket. And that's a hard call for a referee to make, to go the opposite direction if the defender is standing underneath the bucket.
Yeah, anytime you're too far underneath, that call is normally going to go offensive way. The offensive way, not an offensive foul. Yeah. Gabe hits the first free throw. Gets his first point on the board tonight. Andrew McIntosh checks in for Boyer. Protect Boyer against picking up a third one here early on in the first quarter. Just under 2 minutes to go. Gabe hits the second. Nice looking stroke there by the senior guard. Burke brings it up for the Braves. Get it to first. Looking for the back door, looking for the handoff. Gets the handoff to Burke. Burke looks to go all the way, and he's going to pick up the foul by Gabe.
Wow, pretty good defense position right there for Gabe as well. Even going up, contesting at the apex. Looks like he might have got Zane on the wrist up top, but yeah, tip your hat to Gabe. I was sticking with Zane Burks. He drove the basket.
Free throw's good by Burke. His first point of the night. They talk about the size for Culver out there. You look out there right now, you got Hiddle at 6'10". You got 6'5" by Gabe. You got 6'5", another guy out there as well. I mean, there's a lot of overall size out there for Culver right now.
They've got length. Probably maybe the biggest team that Blackhawk's going to face this year.
Nice defense by McIntosh, just holding his position. And out of bounds there to Culver, as Culver broke that press and had the numbers going down on the fast break.
Yeah, Braves fortunate not to give up a transition basket on that particular play.
Gabe will take it out underneath for the Eagles. Looked inside to Hiddle for a minute, instead got it to Grave Knights. Now Gabe. Culver's spacing not real good there right now. Craig will pick it up backcourt. It was tipped, so they'll be able to bring it back up. 1:19 remaining in the first quarter. 13-7 our score. Gabe has the screen by Craig. Gets it over there to Booth. Gabe picks it back up now outside to Craig. Craig guarded by Davidson. Hand off to Gabe. Davidson picks him up on the change.
Good defense.
Hiddle has it inside. Has first on his back, but he's underneath the basket, nowhere to go. Back out. Craig's going to try for three. Off the very front rim, no good. Nice effort to try to get to Booth. The rebound by Booth. Blackhawk comes down with 40 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Fantastic half-court defense by the Braves right there.
And they're going to get Hiddle on the bump there against first. And that's going to be two quick ones there on Hiddle as we approach the end of the first quarter.
That's going to be something big to watch as well. Here, two on the big man for Culver.
Martello is going to come back in to replace him.
Yeah, he's their one chance to try and slow down Caleb First on the block. And he will probably sit for the majority of the first half, I imagine.
Yeah, Grave Knights is going to pick up the responsibility of First now.
There he is.
And we got him here on the right-hand block. He's going to go up, left hand. It's an easy layup.
Beautiful play right there again, spinning back into the middle. Easy layup for Caleb.
Trap on the side here.
Yep.
Off the foot. We're going Blackhawks' way. Nice trap there. I thought he was going to sneak by on the sideline as we didn't quite have that sideline blocked off, but just enough. We're going to trigger it in with 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Burke's going to bring it over to the left. Looking down inside for First. First checking behind him to see where that double team's going to come, because you know it is. Yeah. Zane Burke with a nice, pretty left-hand layup.
Yeah, that's a pretty read right there by Zane. Good hesitation dribble, get his man on his hip. Laid up off the glass with the offhand.
And the last second shot, no good there for Culver. We've reached the end of the first quarter here on the Voice Network. Blackhawk Christian 17, Culver 7. We'll be right back with second quarter action on the Voice.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
A new year brings a new outlook and new promises. This new year, make a resolution that creates lasting change, not one you'll forget in a few weeks. You owe it to yourself to reach your potential and become your best self. The YMCA invites you to start the new year with a new you. A membership to the Y can help you and your family grow and become stronger. Join the Y community for an even better you in the new year. To find the nearest location, go to fwymca.org. That's fwymca.org.
Blackhawk has the ball to begin the second quarter. Welcome back to The Voice alongside Paul Suvar. I'm Brian Greenwalt. Thank you for joining us here tonight. 17-7 our score. Blackhawk with a 10-point lead after quarter one. Caleb inside the lane, left-hand jump shot.
Tell you what, the size disadvantage that Grave Knights has, he's put up a good fight against Caleb, but he's simply just going over the top with him. Too much skill, too much size.
And full court pressure again, a trapping defense here. Nice. And Andrew McIntosh with the steal for Blackhawk. Nice pressure by the Braves in the full court. Caleb first, the double team not coming yet. Now it is by Craig. Pass all the way out to Zane Burke. 19-7 our score. The double teams are going to come, obviously, now with Hiddle out of the ball game. The question is, how quick do they come and where do they come from? Marcus Davidson, a nice right-hander layup in the lane.
Boy, just slicing through there. Silky smooth there by Marcus Davidson. Pretty little finger roll off the glass.
First guarding Deontay Craig way out top here. That might actually be who he takes now with Hiddle out of the ball game. Got to imagine they'll look to Craig to score here. And Gabe instead takes the three. Step back, no good. And just like last night, we had one of those possessions last night. You got to be aggressive and go after that ball. Instead, Wood tried to block Gabe out, and Gabe was able to throw it off of Wood's body to retain possession.
Yeah, good hustle by Gabe, but again, you can't ball watch in that situation there. Be aggressive.
In the corner, Martello. Now Gabe. Left-hand side, looking for Craig maybe on the screen and roll. Sets the screen. Gabe goes all the way in. A block shot by Blackhawk, and they're going to take possession coming the other way. Zane Burke guarded by Craig. Craig has the size advantage, but Burke probably has the quickness advantage in this one. And Wood, now Davidson. Davidson's going to drive all the way and looks to the corner. McIntosh. That went around about as many times as you possibly could.
Everything but go in.
Just couldn't find it. Deontay Craig with a nice drive inside and the foul on the play. Nice take there by Craig. Foul coming up. Looks like they got Caleb on the foul.
Yep.
That is his first. Team's third. Deontay Craig, Fort Wayne native, steps to the line for two. First one up and in.
Good shot.
Held Craig scoreless there in the first half. Obviously, that was a big advantage for Blackhawk. As Nicholas Hiddle checks back into the ballgame for Culver. He does have an early 2 fouls. He's going to have to be very careful there. Number 30, Dante Scott, checked in for Culver as well. Second one by Craig, off the rim, no good. McIntosh with the rebound for Blackhawk. 21-8 our score, just under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Davidson thought about the long three, stepped it back out. Now Zane Burke on the left-hand side. First up high for a possible screen and roll. Burke went the other way instead. Couldn't quite get it to go. Hiddle with a nice board for Culver. Martello, nice crossover dribble. Gets it back out to Hiddle. Thought about the three. Did hit one earlier. Martello gets it inside to Craig. Triple teamed. Now double teamed. Back out to Martello. Martello now Hiddle shoots over Davidson with a sweet stroke.
Yeah, good rotation there. Big guy setting his feet. Got to respect the outside shot. He's hit 2 tonight.
Zane Burke on the outside now, guarded by Gabe. Gets it to McIntosh. Zane Burke top of the key. Marcus Davidson finds himself open. Calling off for an offensive foul. Maybe McIntosh? Yep, Andrew McIntosh with the illegal screen. And that is his first, team's fourth.
Yeah, just got to set the feet. Allow the offensive player to utilize that screen. Don't try and slide your feet and get in his way there. It'll be an offensive foul every time.
Ooh. Full court pressure allows Dante Craig to throw it out of bounds, and Blackhawk will get possession.
It's been effective, the full court press has. Again, initially it was just kind of give Culver something to think about. But whenever the ball has gone into the corners, they've trapped it really hard and been able to produce a couple turnovers. And that is just a careless mistake by Culver at that point.
Marcus Davidson has it inside.
Nice.
Little fall-away jumper. Nice shot by Davidson.
Oh, a little 10-foot. Give him a little shimmy shake and fade away with it. Beautiful shot there by Marcus Davidson.
Martello has it now. Gabe 3-on-3 down the court. Couldn't get the layup to go, and Luke LaGrange with the rebound just into the ball game for Blackhawk. Now Burke, 4.5 remaining. He's got it left side. It's a two-man game. Burke and First there on the left-hand side. And First pops out of the screen and roll. He's going to take Hiddle baseline. Goes up with the right hand reverse. Couldn't get it to go. Nice effort there, but Hiddle really changed that shot for First. Craig bullies his way into the lane. I don't know if they're going to get Caleb from behind there possibly, or
that might be.
No, they got McIntosh from underneath instead of Caleb over the top. Nothing against Andrew, but I'd rather him have two than Caleb right now.
You know, and honestly, court awareness in that moment. I know you don't want to have a foul called on you, but yeah, you're right. Raise your hands.
Yeah.
Andrew, raise that hand up.
Front rim, no good for Craig on the free throw. Wood back into the ball game, replacing McIntosh. Very quick breather there for Wood as he had to get back into the ball game with McIntosh picking up 2. Craig with number 2 on the way, and that one is good. 23-12 our score. 4:10 remaining. Burke right-hand side. Davidson posting up against Martello. Got a follow-away baseline jumper, couldn't get it to go. Nice board by Hiddle. Craig on the leak out. Slows it up now. The Blackhawk gets back. Hiddle's going to go for another 3 off the rim, no good. Burke with the board.
All right, pace quickening. That's advantage Braves.
Hiddle got First a little off balance there. Probably good no call there by the officials. Burke leaves it short. Gets it out to First. First sets his feet in and out, no good. LaGrange fighting for it underneath. Nice position there by the sophomore.
Yeah, 2 offensive rebounds there by the Braves on that possession. Again, floater by Zane. He's able to corral his own following his shot, kicking it out to Caleb. Misses that 17-footer. But yeah, Luke LaGrange crashing the boards as well, maintaining possession for his team.
Burke looks to get it in, does to Davidson. Davidson double teams, gets it all the way over to Burke, who wasn't even there yet. That's one of those quarterback passes where you just hope the receiver's going to be in place.
The anticipation throw.
Marcus Davidson, 4-3.
Yeah, good rotation right there. Again, Caleb went baseline. The skip pass over to the right-hand wing. Marcus Davidson splashdown. Oh, boy, look out now.
That's a nice pressure creating the turnover there by Blackhawk. As Dante Scott came toward the ball, Deontay Craig threw it over where he thought he was going to be, and Blackhawk comes all the way back down underneath their own basket to take possession.
Yeah, that's been good. I mean, that the full court press has really wreaked havoc here on Culver. Been very effective here for the Braves.
Davidson has it out to Wood. LaGrange over to Burke. Now they switched up and put Craig on. Put Craig on first. Thought maybe a zone. Hiddle's just playing off of LaGrange. That could be a move to not have Hiddle pick up his third.
I think it's smart. Yeah, I think it's smart. Now, I'll tell you what, Craig has got a solid body on him. He's able to get low right there and kind of root Caleb First out of the paint.
Davidson off the back rim, and LaGrange tipped that one out of bounds to Culver. Nice aggression so far underneath there by LaGrange, fighting for the offensive rebounds.
I like it.
They're going to be careful down the court, though, as 30 could leak out there, but he didn't.
There he goes.
Oh, but there Gabe leaks out. All the way down for the flush.
Yeah, that's the press breaker right there. Well, again, dangerous spot where they inbounded the ball in the corner, but fortunate to have Gabe streaking down the middle, receiving that pass and then flushing it home.
They had a couple of different chances of a leak out there, and that was the one that ended up happening there. Burke up top. Penetration, and picked up that foot, called him for the travel. Got his momentum going too fast there.
Yeah, Gabe has done a really nice job on Zane, trying to stay in front of him. He's got a 6'5" frame, long arms, fairly quick feet.
And they get it into the corner. Not the place you want to be, but they did fight out of the double team. Nice job there. And Hiddle on the right-hand side. First either got a piece of it or changed it, one or the other. Hiddle goes back up, still doesn't get it. Nice rebound by First.
Both of those shots altered by Caleb First. 6'10" frame, contesting at the apex.
And Hiddle had to go with his right hand there, which is his offhand. Just not as good there with the right. As knocked out of bounds by Culver. Blackhawk will take it underneath.
Well, since they switched Craig on to Caleb First, Craig has done a really nice job. Not as tall as Hiddle is, but a little bit more athletic. And he's getting low, and he's really working hard to try and root Caleb off that block.
I think that's what it is. I mean, he's got that lower body against First is what's going on there. And we got the blocking foul called there against Culver. And Mr. Hiddle has picked up his third.
Big.
Not what Culver wanted to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, 2:11 left in the first half here. Hiddle picks up his third. That's a huge call. One that's got to be made, though. Caleb made a good offensive move to the middle. Hiddle did not move his feet and ended up clipping him down, chopping him down like a tree.
Now, the only good thing for Culver is we've seen Craig defending against First the past couple times.
Yeah.
And so that may not hurt them quite as much. But obviously, even on the offensive end, I mean, Hiddle's been big for them so far with 8 points here in the first half. 26-14 our score. We just went under 2 minutes to go before halftime. Gabe has it out top. Kicks it out to Martello. Martello has not looked for his own shot very much here tonight. Craig with a nice penetration. He's got First guarding him. Now Gabe. Gabe looks for the penetration. Out to Martello. Gabe left-hand side to Booth. Gets it down to Craig. Craig faces the double team. Gets the reverse layup. Can't get it to go. Nice move, though, out of the double team. Davidson leaves it back for Burke.
Oh,
buries the three.
Beautiful, beautiful. Again, Marcus, again, that little quasi-penetration. It's only 2 or 3 steps into the lane, but drops it off to Zane for that wide-open three.
A nice fall back there by Burke, and they're going to have out of bounds there to Culver. You thought you had an over-the-top play there again, but the ball had to go so high, as so much of a loop to it, that we were able to get back and recover pretty quick.
Yeah, great point. If it let him a little bit more, it might have hit him in stride there, give him a chance for that transition layup.
Martello looks to get it in, tries to get it into Craig. He may have a small opening, but threw it just a little bit too high, and Blackhawk will take it with 1:06 to go here before halftime, and the lead right now is 15. Burke looks left side to Davidson.
Oh, here's the alley-oop play.
And here's the back screen, and Craig, they're going to get Craig for that block there. They set a nice little cross-check almost against First. They're trying to prevent him to going up for that alley-oop play.
He was not going to sky up. Not going to there. That's the same play we saw last night. They tried to hit against on Craig. Okay.
Yeah, Craig picks up his second there.
The same play they tried to run last night where they ran that crisscross screen between Marcus and Zane, where Caleb First ended up setting it. Double screen off to the right wing there, set up for Zane, and if that three was not open, they go up over the top. Marcus sets a back screen on Caleb First to try and get that alley-oop. And yeah, you're right. I think Culver kind of read the action, and Craig just ended up giving the old forearm shiver, and was not going to be dunked on, at least at that moment.
First hits the first. Second one in as well. Josh First
there we go.
Comes in for Caleb First.
The younger brother of Caleb.
Caleb going to get out of there and get a little breather here before halftime.
Oh, deep ball.
Over the top there to Gabe. Nice reception there in the deep corner. Deontay Craig now, top 45 seconds to go before halftime. He pulls it out, guarded by LaGrange. Craig is over there calling for the ball. He really wanted that ball up against Josh First. Now he gets it there. Zane Burke tried to bring it underneath, and they got to get Josh First there on that foul. Nice move, nice power move there by Craig.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. He saw that Josh First ends up not as big a frame as his older brother.
Not yet.
Hasn't quite filled out as much yet. He wanted to take him to the basket. That's exactly what he did. Dip that head, use Craig's power, driving it hard to the basket right there, absorb that contact, get a couple free throws.
They end up getting Wood for that foul, not First. Craig hits that first.
Wood picked up that foul, but really that falls on the shoulders of Josh first, and not being able to slide his feet over positionally. Callan happened to come over and rotate on the help side.
A quick 30-second timeout here. I think it was actually called by Coach Davidson. Set up a final offensive play, 30 seconds to go. He just got Caleb first back into the lineup, replacing Josh. And after Craig hits this free throw, Coach Davidson wants to make sure the team knows what he expects out of them on the offensive end. For Culver, obviously you got to look to first you got to look to hit this free throw.
Yep.
I mean, you got to hit your free throws in a game like this, and then you got to look not to foul on this last play of the first half.
Yeah, without question. Culver's been playing hard. I mean, they've been playing all night long. Both sides of the floor. Again, they've had trouble trying to get the ball up court as Blackhawk has applied their full court pressure, but it's been a struggle for them offensively. They can't afford to give up these freebies from the free throw line.
I'm not sure if Culver sees what I see down the court. Oh, now maybe they do.
They took a peek behind him.
We got the guy standing underneath their own basket wide open there. Craig hits the second free throw. He's got 4 points on the night, all on free throws. And they get him out of the ball game right now to try to not pick up his third foul. And here comes Blackhawk. And Grave Knights will pick up the assignment of Caleb first here again, like he did earlier in the half.
Caleb has a lot of success against Grave Knights so far in the first half.
A little fall away, no good. Cullen Wood avoids the foul. Good job there. 15 seconds to go for Culver with possession. Martello looks to drive, gets it to Booth. Booth looks to penetrate and gets it out to Grave Knights. No good on the jumper. LaGrange with 2 seconds. 1 second. Colin Wood will throw it all the way down. No good. The end of the first half here at Blackhawk Christian High School. The Braves 31, the Culver Academy's Eagles 16. Welcome to halftime. We'll be right back with second half action here on The Voice.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at grableinsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of Allen County High School Athletics. Hi, this is Dale from The Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
Okay, what's your secret?
To what?
To looking so good. And it's not just that. You definitely have a new confidence about you. Whatever it is you're doing, I want to do it too.
You can. I joined the YMCA because I made a promise to take better care of myself.
Clearly, it's working.
Thank you. Since the Y focuses on healthy living, I've reached more than just fitness goals. I've made lifestyle changes that have become habits for the whole family. And because it's fun, the kids take a break from their electronics to go with me.
Wow.
I have more energy. I've met new friends. I haven't felt this good since I was in my, let's just say in a long time. Come with me. Going to the Y is more fun with a friend.
A new year, a new you at the YMCA of Greater Fort Wayne. To find the nearest location, go to fwymca.org.
A new year brings a new outlook and new promises. This new year, make a resolution that creates lasting change, not one you'll forget in a few weeks. You owe it to yourself to reach your potential and become your best self. The YMCA invites you to start the new year with a new you. A membership to the Y can help you and your family grow and become stronger. Join the Y community for an even better you in the new year. To find the nearest location, go to fwymca.org. That's fwymca.org.
Okay, what's your secret?
To what?
To looking so good. And it's not just that. You definitely have a new confidence about you. Whatever it is you're doing, I want to do it too.
You can. I joined the YMCA because I made a promise to take better care of myself.
Clearly, it's working.
Thank you. Since the Y focuses on healthy living, I've reached more than just fitness goals. I've made lifestyle changes that have become habits for the whole family. And because it's fun, the kids take a break from their electronics to go with me.
Wow.
I have more energy. I've met new friends. I haven't felt this good since I was in my, well, let's just say in a long time. Come with me. Going to the Y is more fun with a friend.
A new year, a new you at the YMCA of Greater Fort Wayne. To find the nearest location, go to fwymca.org.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at grableinsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of Allen County High School Athletics. Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
Okay, what's your secret?
To what?
To looking so good. And it's not just that. You definitely have a new confidence about you. Whatever it is you're doing, I want to do it too.
You can. I joined the YMCA because I made a promise to take better care of myself.
Clearly, it's working.
Thank you. Since the Y focuses on healthy living, I've reached more than just fitness goals. I've made lifestyle changes that have become habits for the whole family. And because it's fun, the kids take a break from their electronics to go with me.
Wow.
I have more energy. I've met new friends. I haven't felt this good since I was in my, well, let's just say in a long time. Come with me. Going to the Y is more fun with a friend.
A new year, a new you at the YMCA of Greater Fort Wayne. To find the nearest location, go to fwymca.org.
A new year brings a new outlook and new promises. This new year, make a resolution that creates lasting change, not one you'll forget in a few weeks. You owe it to yourself to reach your potential and become your best self. The YMCA invites you to start the new year with a new you. A membership to the Y can help you and your family grow and become stronger. Join the Y community for an even better you in the new year. To find the nearest location, go to fwymca.org. That's fwymca.org.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at GrableInsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of Allen County High School Athletics. Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
Welcome back to Blackhawk Christian. 1 minute to go here in halftime. Blackhawk Christian 31, Culver 16, your score. Welcome back to the Voice Network along with Paul Suvar. I'm Brian Greenwalt, and in that first half, 6 total guys scored. 3 for Blackhawk and 3 for Culver.
Oh, my.
And leading the way for Culver was Nicholas Hiddle. 2 threes for the big man. We were very impressed with his touch from the outside there. Yeah. 8 points for Hiddle, but a big key for him, 3 personal fouls, and that kept him out toward the end of the first half. Caleb First, the big man for Blackhawk, led the way with 14 points. 10 points of those in the first quarter. Marcus Davidson chipped in with 10 for Blackhawk. Coming out here in the second half, Paul, what do you see as the key for Culver to make their comeback here?
Well, I tell you what, they're going to need to be they're going to need to value the basketball. I mean, first and foremost, the Braves really put it on them with a full court press, and it seemed to rattle Culver quite a bit. They became sloppy, careless with the basketball, turned it over, really turned around in some easy transition baskets for the Braves. In order for Culver to stay in contact with this game, they're going to need to, one, possess the basketball and value it, make sure that they cut down on those turnovers, and then try and get Craig involved. I mean, he's their leading scorer right now with Galloway out due to injury. They're going to need to try and find a way. He had 4 points in the first half, all on free throws. He needs to stay aggressive. They need to find ways to get into their motion offense and try and get some clean looks for their players here. Down 15, they've got a mountain to climb, but not insurmountable as we saw last night with Canterbury. They're able to cut it down to 1 before halftime.
Nice play there by Wood, knocking it out of bounds. Culver will keep possession there. Foul trouble will be another thing to watch out for Culver. Hiddle obviously with 3, but Craig has 2 right behind him. We were talking at halftime. Be interesting to see who they start out on Caleb First on the defensive end. Deontay Craig actually did a very nice job on First, providing a little bit of a lower base of gravity and really kind of hindering Caleb on the lower body. And I think that actually caused more fits for Caleb than Nicholas Hiddle with his height.
Yeah, Hiddle, I mean, he's got the bulk and the size to kind of stand toe-to-toe with Caleb, but Caleb's got that quickness factor. He's able to drop that shoulder and kind of almost scoot around Hiddle, whereas he's not able to drop that shoulder on Craig. He's got such a low center of gravity. Your point is tremendous. It's right on.
Yeah, you take out a big man's legs like Craig was doing on that lower body against First, and it's really hard to maneuver underneath there. Culver still has possession. Blackhawk hasn't had it yet here in the third quarter. They get it down to Craig. Craig is guarded by Boyer there underneath, and they're going to call a foul there underneath against Blackhawk. And we'll see who's got it. Boyer had some foul trouble early, and Caleb First, unfortunately, that's his second foul.
Okay. Yeah, ticky-tack one right there. Caleb should not have to reach down low. Just stand tall. Allow the offensive player to go into your body.
Nice knock away by Boyer, and he's going to have the breakout. Tries to go all the way in, and he picks up the foul there. Martello looks like maybe got him, and maybe took an elbow to the ribs, unfortunately, for his cause there. So Martello's first foul. And Jake Boyer with a nice take there, and he's going to shoot 2 free throws here for Blackhawk.
Yeah, Jake Boyer, he's got a good frame on him as well. Martello ended up trying to contest that shot. I think he might have just, caught an inadvertent elbow to the ribs there.
And Boyer just short on his free throw, in and out. We actually mentioned Jake's been short on his shots here the past 2 nights as we've been watching.
Yeah, he really has a good stroke. Confident in practice. You watch him. He's a natural athlete for his size. It's just it hasn't translated into game speed yet. But I mean, this is kind of his really first significant playing time at the varsity level. We know we got some run last year, but a much bigger role this year as he steps into the 2019-2020 Brave squad.
Yeah, and you were mentioning at halftime, Paul, it's very important for Blackhawk to find, just those couple other guys to keep everyone honest. You got the big 3. We know that's Caleb, that's Marcus, that's Zane Burke. But you need a couple other guys there who the defense at least has to worry about, especially from the outside.
Space the floor. You can't, if you're consistently missing shots right there, the defense is not going to respect you on that end of the floor, and they're just going to sag off and make life miserable for your teammates, Zane and Caleb and Marcus as well.
Hiddle with a nice little baseline jumper for 2.
Good patience right there by Culver. Swing that ball around and finding Hiddle. Good touch there by the big man. We've seen it from deep, now from 10 feet.
Craig had a nice baseline move there, and he found his running mate Hiddle there. They'll get underneath now to first on the left-hand side. He is guarded by Craig to start here. Hiddle faking the double team. And they're going to get it over and back against Blackhawk as Boyer couldn't handle the pass out by Caleb. Culver will take it here, 32-18, our score.
Yeah, great point. You saw Caleb again guarding Caleb first. He's the one that gave Caleb kind of some fits in the first half right there. And Caleb tried to body up with him and found a stone wall in Craig. He didn't move at all. That outlet pass to Boyer was errant a little bit. Yeah, too hot to handle.
Gabe now has it, looking for Martello. Martello falling out of bounds, and Zane Burke picks it up for Blackhawk. So an errant pass there by the Eagles. Blackhawk gets it right back. Davidson left-hand side for 3.
You can't leave that man open.
If there's anyone on this court that you don't want to leave open from 3 right now, it would definitely be Marcus Davidson. If Davidson had been turned around there, I think he would have had a nice interception there. Gabe takes the point again for Culver. The senior's pretty much been on the point for most of the night for the Eagles. Craig gets to Gabe, looks down low to Hiddle. Caleb first went for the steal, didn't get it, and it looks like Jake Boyer will probably pick up the foul there. And that is Jake's 3rd of the night.
Yeah, Hiddle had established tremendous post position on Caleb first, right underneath the rim, and Caleb kind of bailed out and tried to go over the top and steal the ball and knock it away. And Jake Boyer ended up having that defensive rotation, picking up that foul.
Well, yeah, unfortunately, once Caleb missed on the steal,
yeah,
I mean, all of a sudden you're left there looking at 6'10" in front of you, and what do you do there?
That's about the best that Jake could have done, honestly.
Yeah. Deontay Craig, nice inbounds pass there, and he gets his first field goal of the night. 15-point lead for Blackhawk, approaching 5 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Zane Burke handling it on the outside. Now McIntosh, guarded by Hiddle. Caleb first steps outside for 3 off the back rim. And Zane Burke tried to get it. He was one-handed at the time. So they'll get number 12, Gabe, on the foul, holding one of his arms.
Yeah, that was really good hustle by Zane, again, going after that offensive rebound. Long rebounds are always hard for defenders to try and corral in. Offensive players at times actually have a better angle to it, and Zane just ended up caught Gabe off balance.
Nice penetration there by Burke, and goes up against Hiddle and gets the layup to go.
Oh, what's the old saying? Just keep going until somebody stops you. That's what Zane did. Oh, look out now.
And look what I found. Zane Burke found the ball. Hiddle gets it right back there for Culver as first couldn't handle it inside. The Eagles back on attack. Scott on the outside now over to Booth. Hiddle steps outside. Gets it over to Gabe. Now Booth. Booth with the penetration. Up and in.
Yeah, good strong move there by Booth. Again, taking it into the body of Callan Wood. Callan not a bad, again, defensive position. On his heels a little bit. Backpedaling, but was able to stay in front.
McIntosh up top. He looks over to Burke. Burke will bring it up top to set it up and gets it over to Wood. Wood on the left-hand side. Gets it over to McIntosh. Swing pass over to Davidson. Davidson, nice penetration all the way in, and the foul.
I love it. Well, I love it. Marcus saw a seam right there. His defender turned his head ever so slightly, and Marcus took advantage of it. Able to drive that dink, just dipping his head down here like a bull, going straight to the basket, and then finishing with the offhand off the glass. That's such a hard play to defend because you're assuming that right-handed player is going to go up with a strong hand. You're not anticipating that shot coming off that quickly as Marcus ended up banking it off the glass with his offhand, his left one.
And that's another case of, like you just said a minute ago, go until they stop you, and they never got in front of Marcus there as he finished the three-point play the old-fashioned way. And full court pressure applied again by Blackhawk. Craig finishes, goes all the way with the slam dunk.
Oh, I like it.
And he must have been listening to us up here because nobody stopped him that whole time either.
Clear sailing.
And I'll be honest with you, I'm not stepping in front of him either.
No,
but
you don't stand on the tracks when the train's coming through.
40-24 our score, just approaching 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Nice spin move by Zane Burke. Right hand, little jump shot in the lane.
That's just really, really good offense right there. Zane Burke, good ball control, good body control. Flipping that in, little floater from 5 feet.
Going all the way down, Martello looks for his offense and gets it to go.
That's encouraging. Martello again. They need others to score. Duke Culver. They need other people to kind of contribute beyond Craig. If they can get their entire squad kind of contributing, that's going to be an important component for them to try and come back.
First with the little turnaround is good. Up against nice defense there by Craig.
Beautiful
Nothing
touch.
you can do there.
Yeah, beautiful touch.
The double team came a little late the second time around, and first able to turn around and get that jump shot to go. 44-26, 2.5 minutes to go in third quarter. Craig, Wood steps in front of him. Nice defense there by Wood to slap it away, and McIntosh comes away with it. Grave Knights was trying to go up, and Wood got the nice defensive pressure. In and out by Zane Burke. Look at the rebound there by Davidson. We got the foul underneath on the floor. Nice offensive rebound. Nice hustle there by Marcus Davidson.
Yeah, Davidson was not going to be denied on that offensive rebound. He basically ran through Dante Scott. Ended up tipping that ball to himself. And then, while he's still trying to corral it, Dante Scott ended up grabbing his arm.
Marcus Davidson off on the three, and that'll be out of bounds to Culver. Looked like he came all the way around there and may have been a little bit off balance trying to shoot that three. Full court pressure again applied. Culver, one switch they've made is they've got Hiddle inbounding on that full court pressure now. The 6'10 can see over the 6'10 much easier.
Yes.
So that's helping them a little bit with the full court pressure here in the second half. Craig on the right-hand side gets it to Hiddle. Culver's big men pulling outside right now on this possession anyway. Craig, top of the key, three off the front rim, no good. And Wood has the board for Blackhawk. Going for the lob, the right-hand dunk by Caleb First.
Oh, mercy.
Wow.
Mercy.
The alley-oop on the offhand. Unbelievable. Deontay Craig on the other end gets it to go.
There's the answer.
Silence the crowd at least momentarily.
That ball, back to that Caleb First alley-oop. Callan Wood had no business throwing the ball after the front of the rim, and Caleb First just ended up leaping over everybody, and you're right, with the offhand, just like corralling it in and pounding it home.
And First goes right into Hiddle's body, daring him, and hits the bucket. His 6th point here in the second half, giving him 20 for the night. And Blackhawk has opened up a 20-point lead. Nice defense by McIntosh, sneaking around the backside and stealing that pass from Hiddle. Coach Davidson calls the offense there. Zane Burke will set it up for the Braves. 32 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Screen and roll set up by the Braves, but Burke's going to take it all the way himself. He just couldn't get that layup to go. Craig's going to bring it back down. Wood, nice position, but they're going to get him on the blocking foul. Wood was trying to hold his position, but at the same time, he was backing up that whole time. And I think, unfortunately, that's what got him, was just continued to move that whole time.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's got to be the position the official took on that play right there. Callan was trying to, I think, just stay in front of him and offer some token defense. Try and make life a little bit harder for Craig going up for that layup. But you're absolutely right. He was backpedaling. I think Craig just sniffed that out and took it into his body. It must have grazed him there ever so slightly.
I'll tell you, Paul, you mentioned Craig needed to become more aggressive here in the second half, and he has certainly done so. He's got 7 points here just in the second half, trying to keep Culver into this ball game.
Doing everything he can.
Second one rattles out. 17 seconds to go here in the quarter. Zane Burke trying to extend a 19-point lead for Blackhawk. 10 seconds to go. 8 seconds, Burke on the left-hand side. Once first, but he's only got 4 seconds to go. 2 seconds, he first needs to get it up. His fall-away jumper doesn't get it to go on the baseline. We have reached the end of quarter number 3 here at Blackhawk Christian High School. The Braves 48, the Eagles 29. Fourth quarter action coming up on The Voice.
Okay, what's your secret?
To what?
To looking so good. And it's not just that. You definitely have a new confidence about you. Whatever it is you're doing, I want to do it too.
You can. I joined the YMCA because I made a promise to take better care of myself.
Clearly, it's working.
Thank you. Since the Y focuses on healthy living, I've reached more than just fitness goals. I've made lifestyle changes that have become habits for the whole family. And because it's fun, the kids take a break from their electronics to go with me.
Wow.
I have more energy. I've met new friends. I haven't felt this good since I was in my, well, let's just say in a long time. Come with me. Going to the Y is more fun with a friend.
A new year, a new you at the YMCA of Greater Fort Wayne. To find the nearest location, go to fwymca.org.
Welcome back to Blackhawk Christian High School here on the Voice Network, along with Paul Suvar. I'm Brian Greenwald. Thank you for joining us here tonight on this beautiful Saturday night. High school basketball action in Northeast Indiana. 48-29 is our score as Blackhawk Christian has possession at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Caleb first gets it out to Zane Burke. Top of the key, 3, rolls in and out, no good. McIntosh underneath, couldn't get that one to go, and Craig brings it down for Culver. Culver with another big body checking into the lineup. That's DeAndre Francis, number 23, checks in. 6'6" junior forward. And dribble right off the foot there for Culver, out of bounds to the Braves.
Yeah, Gabe ended up trying to drive to the basket without the ball. A little bit too much out of control on that ball. Ended up dribbling off his foot.
Zane Burke, top of the key. Culver now has Francis on first. And first has it underneath. He's going to go up with the right hand with the reverse.
Wow, that is just tremendous body control. A nice feed by Zane Burke. Feathery touch on that, allowing Caleb to go up and corral it in.
And Francis underneath, and a nice fast break there by Culver.
Well, that's good. Again, we've seen certain possessions in which Culver's been able to break that press and get some easy layups here in the second half, but they've been few and far between.
I'll tell you, the one thing I've seen on that full court pressure, Paul, is Blackhawk is not blocking off the sideline.
Yes.
And they are getting right past them on that sideline. And once they do that, you've beaten 2 guys,
off to the
and
races.
You've got the advantage coming down on the other side.
Great point.
If Blackhawk would just step on that sideline and use that as another defender, they'd be able to cut him off a lot easier there. Marcus Davidson has it for the Braves. Gets it out to Wood. Wood thought about the penetration, gets it right side to Burke instead. Burke will set it up for the Braves and bring it back out. No need to get in a hurry at this point. Left-hand side, first is clearing out top as well. He gets the ball now on the right-hand side. Leaves it for McIntosh. Now first, looking down low for Davidson, the give and go.
Oh my.
And they completely grabbed First's arm, and he tried to go up one-handed with the reverse. Couldn't get it to go.
Well, I like that play, that set. It's almost like an inverse set you typically see Caleb down on the block right there, and you'd have Marcus Davidson feeding him and then making a cut off of it. But that give and go was initiated by your 7-footer out on the right-hand wing, dumping it down into Marcus Davidson. And as soon as Caleb did, he was a beeline down to that baseline. Marcus fed him again. Culver had no choice but to try to corral him, lasso him, make sure he doesn't dunk on him one more time tonight.
In and out, no good.
Wow.
A rare 2 misses there for First. He gets it back, and he buries the little jumper shot from the same area. I was just getting ready to say, Caleb First, 80% free throw shooter this year. That's a rare 2 misses for him on the season so far. Craig on the outside for Culver. Booth over to Gabe. Now down to Grave Knights. Craig will set it back up out top for the Eagles. Gabe thought about the shot. He got Marcus Davidson off his feet. And that foul will be on the floor, but it will be on Davidson, his first. You don't need to fall for that fake. I mean, Culver has not shot a lot of three-pointers here tonight.
Yeah,
So you don't need to fall for that one.
They haven't shot it well. It's that closeout. I mean, it just takes a little bit of discipline to try and maintain your possession, stay on the floor, and just contest closeout hard.
Just as I mentioned that, Gabe likes to make me look like a fool and hits the 3.
Good, strong, smooth stroke right there by Gabe. Yeah, off that inbounds play. You got to defend the inbounder.
Culver has only made 4 three-pointers per game this season so far, so they don't shoot a ton of them, and that's probably 3 or 4 for them tonight. So Burke with a nice drive. First tried to get the layup to go and couldn't. Craig with a nice reverse layup and looked for the foul afterward.
Well, that's great body control there by Craig again. He was streaking up the floor, pushing the ball up in transition, quasi-transition, went to the baseline, and again dove to the other side of the rim and was able to spin that off the glass for 2. That was very impressive by Craig.
Craig with 9 points here in the second half. Again, just trying to will his team back into this. Almost single-handedly. First, guarded by Francis, will take the baseline jumper and hit it. Caleb is not missing much tonight.
Yeah, what do you do with that? I mean, you don't want to give up the baseline. You don't allow him to spin to the middle. How can you contest a fadeaway 17-foot shot by a 7-footer?
Oh, Grave Knights with a gift right there underneath for 2. First couldn't handle it, trying to get the rebound. Fell right into Grave Knights' hands. 54-38 our score, 4:15 to go in the ball game. First with the screen. And Burke went around it, and First says, I'll come up here and do it again. Sets another screen, tries to roll. Now back over to McIntosh on the right-hand side. Burke again will set it up. Braves not in a hurry right now on their offense. Same Burke penetration in the middle.
Oof, look at him.
Nice defense there. Gets it back by Burke. Pulls it all the way back out. Now the penetration against Grave Knights. Tried to go to the left hand and swatted out of bounds. The Braves will keep the basketball.
Yeah, good defense right there. Zane saw a seam. He was trying to get Grave Knights on his hip right there, but Grave Knights' 6'5" frame that he has himself was able to go up and test that shot, knock it out of bounds. I like the take, but I like the defense even better.
Hiddle back into the ball game along with Martello for Culver. Marcus Davidson tries to take baseline. Zane Burke, baseline 3 is good.
Yeah, beautiful look right there. I don't think that's what Coach drew up, or at least the way he drew it up anyways, but effective nonetheless as Marcus spun back to the baseline and then a little skip pass down the baseline to a wide open Zane Burke, who inbounded the ball. Easy pickings there for Zane.
And Burke a little too aggressive on the defense coming down on the court, so he picked up his first foul. Team's 5th. 3.5 to go, 57-38 our score. Jake Boyer back into the ballgame for the Braves, draws the assignment of Craig.
Look out now.
Look out in the band.
I need a rim shot on that. Come on, guys.
Darren McCown going to take the jump shot for us from the bleachers up there. Zane Burke with possession for the Braves. Bring the ball up the court. Yeah, they got a little moisture on the ball or something there. The referee's doing a looks like he does the dishes at home, Paul. He's really good with a towel there,
plenty of practice, yeah. Good for him. I like that. He represents us well there.
I mean, you do too, right? I mean,
100%.
Yeah, exactly. We all do, yeah.
Got to pitch in.
Yeah. 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Zane Burke with it left-hand side for the Braves. Marcus Davidson tries to penetrate, pushes off a little bit, tries to get inside the first, and eventually it does get to him.
Wow.
All the way, reverse layup, came back to the left hand, and he gets his 8th point of the quarter.
It's just pretty. I mean, what do you do? How do you defend Caleb first? He'll spin back to the middle on you. He'll go baseline. He'll hit a fadeaway 17-footer over the top of you. He'll rise up over the top and corral an alley-oop and dunk it on you.
DeAndre Craig. Wow, what do you do about that? I mean, he is a bull in a china shop in there.
That's a great description of his game. He's extremely physical, uses his body very, very well.
Foul there on number 12, Gabe. That's his 3rd. Yeah, I'll tell you, I mean, Boyer was trying to body up, and I mean, he's got the body to try and do it. 2 more defenders came to him, and Craig just said, "Get out of my way," and he just kept going no matter what the resistance. That was that inbounds play that we liked so well last night. Get it in half court, try to get it all the way into first. Craig bodying him on that one, but does pick up the foul. That's Craig's 3rd.
Yeah, it's such a smart play, too. I mean, you've got your inbounder up here. You've got another player clearing out in the corner, and you got 2 guys in kind of a stacked position. So essentially you're trying to isolate your post player down on the block, give him a chance to go up there and really just make a one-on-one play. We saw it last night against Canterbury, who had a lot less size than Culver does, and had to be extremely effective.
And first hits 2 to go to 30 points on the night. His 2nd straight night with 30 points. 21-point lead for the Braves. Last night that play was a little bit more open. I mean, first had the position on the Canterbury players last night, and Craig kind of sniffed that one out and was really defending it pretty well. And the pass went to such a place where he could still try to get it, and Craig picked up the foul, trying to go through his body to do it. So Colin Wood with a nice rebound there. The foul against Culver, and Wood will go to the line.
Yeah, as impressive as Craig has been tonight on the offensive side, I think I've almost been more impressed with his defense. Again, positionally, rotating around player to player, whether he's been guarding Zane Burke or Marcus Davidson, but even more so when he's kind of had the assignment of trying to really battle with Caleb first down on the block. I mean, using his strength, that strong frame of his to try and root him off of the block here. He's had a fair bit of success, honestly, when he's been matched up one-on-one with him.
He pushes off with the left hand, but they're going to call the basket and get the foul on Boyer. And you can see that left hand extend from up here.
You said bull in a china shop, I believe, yes.
I believe, yes. That would be the accurate description there as well. So Boyer couldn't believe that call. They gave him the basket and going for the three-point play here.
Well, strong move by Craig. Again, not going to be denied getting to the basket and able to complete that three-point play.
7 points here in the quarter for Craig, 18 on the night after a very slow start in the first half. He was held scoreless in the first quarter, only 4 free throws in the second, and he's brought his game all the way back to score 18 for the Eagles tonight. Zane Burke with nice penetration in the basket.
That's great. Late rotation defensively for Culver over there, and again, Zane just rises up, kisses it off the glass. Easy 2 for him.
16 points tonight for Zane Burke. Craig goes into lane. Martello shoots the three in and out, no good. Caleb first with the board for the Braves. 20-point lead for Blackhawk. He's going to pull it all the way back out. We got 1:10 remaining in the ball game. He's got to watch the 5-second call out there, but he's wanting to take his time out there. Guarded closely out there now by Gabe. He's going to do the penetration and go all the way too hard on the layup. Caleb first with the monster slam.
Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and
that ball rolled right to him.
Yeah, Caleb is both lucky and good in that instance. Off the deflection, Caleb just got it in the breadbasket and was able to pound it home with the gorilla press.
Deontay Craig left side, trying to play a two-man game with Gabe. Instead, just pulls up for the three. Misses everything. They've got Yeah, Hiddle must have stepped on the line as he was trying to save it in. Third time in 2 nights, Paul, though, that we've seen not going after the rebound and just trying to block somebody out from it instead, and almost cost us again.
Yeah, I think there's a time and a place for it, but I mean, it's so rare. You want to try and be aggressive with the ball. If you have an opportunity to grab it and corral it in, alleviate any of those possibilities by just grabbing the rebound. You get to pad your stats a little bit too, which works out well.
Yep. Dane Burke trying to hold on to it now. 6 seconds. 5 over to Boyer. 3 seconds to go. 2 seconds. 1 second, and we have reached the end of the ball game. Your final score: Blackhawk Christian 65, Culver 43. We will be back to talk it up and wrap it up here in just a minute on The Voice.
A new year brings a new outlook and new promises. This new year, make a resolution that creates lasting change, not one you'll forget in a few weeks. You owe it to yourself to reach your potential and become your best self. The YMCA invites you to start the new year with a new you. A membership to the Y can help you and your family grow and become stronger. Join the Y community for an even better you in the new year. To find the nearest location, go to fwymca.org. That's fwymca.org.
At Grable Insurance, their most important job is to make sure you leave with the best coverage you can afford. They want to provide you protection from the unfortunate things that can and often do happen. The cheapest insurance is often not the best. Visit online at grableinsurance.com or stop by the office on Pony Express Run, next door to the Leo Post Office, and talk to any of the friendly agents that would be happy to help you. Grable Insurance is a proud sponsor of Allen County High School Athletics. Hi, this is Dale from The Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
Okay, what's your secret?
To what?
To looking so good. And it's not just that. You definitely have a new confidence about you. Whatever it is you're doing, I want to do it too.
You can. I joined the YMCA because I made a promise to take better care of myself.
Clearly, it's working.
Thank you. Since the Y focuses on healthy living, I've reached more than just fitness goals. I've made lifestyle changes that have become habits for the whole family. And because it's fun, the kids take a break from their electronics to go with me.
Wow.
I have more energy. I've met new friends. I haven't felt this good since I was in my, well, let's just say in a long time. Come with me. Going to the Y is more fun with a friend.
A new year, a new you at the YMCA of Greater Fort Wayne. To find the nearest location, go to fwymca.org.
Welcome back to Blackhawk Christian. Your final score is 65 to 43. Blackhawk Christian with the win over Culver tonight. Along with side Paul Suvar, I'm Brian Greenwald. We're here to wrap it up here on The Voice. And after the game, Paul, a nice little honor there for Caleb First, as Athletic Director Joel Cotton announced. Caleb, with his 32 points tonight, goes over the 1,000-point mark in his career. He's a junior.
Yeah, 5-6 games into his junior season. So, the guy has a tremendous skill set to him. He started really his varsity journey as a freshman and had a tremendous impact as a freshman as well. And has only continued to grow and get better year by year. It's scary to think that in a year's time he's yet to be a senior. He's going to be stepping under the court as a senior year as a high schooler, already with 1,000 points under his belt. So tremendous game by Caleb tonight. He really was the driving force. We've expected that from him, like on a consistent basis, and on a night-to-night basis, he's continued to deliver.
Yeah, Caleb really consistent throughout the game, and there wasn't, huge spurts at any point in time for Caleb. It was a consistency throughout, and Blackhawk obviously looked to establish him early on. The first 3 or 4 plays down the court were feeding Caleb every single time. I mean, he had 10 points in the first quarter. Looks like he had 12 points in the fourth quarter. So a consistent ball game for Caleb. He had a couple of different guys trying to guard him throughout the night. You mentioned Deontay Craig, actually, we think did the best job against him all night. With that lower body, really able to kind of root him out there the whole time there.
Yeah, Caleb he established his will, and you were absolutely right, very intentional about trying to get him involved early and often, and I think that's going to be the game plan throughout the entirety of the year. Looking up and down the roster, we've seen it here, the 2 home games that we've been a part of announcing, and even going back and looking at stats at previous games where they've been on the road. It's really been a kind of a 3-man show when it comes down to scoring, via Zane Burke, Marcus Davidson, and the big man in the middle, Caleb First. So I think that's going to be the game plan kind of moving forward throughout the year, and rightfully it should be. I mean, you've got a Division I basketball player as a junior on your team that stands 6'10" tall and has a skill set that can leap over top of you, lead a fast break, and hit a 17-foot fadeaway shot on you. He should touch the ball just about every time down the floor. Try and get this high-octane offense rolling.
And he really showed off his entire arsenal tonight.
Absolutely right.
Great free throw shooting, really improved on the free throw shooting tonight. He did that very well. Reverse layups, just with right hand, with left hand. I mean, he went both ways with that tonight. A couple nice fall-away baseline jumpers, and he really showed off it all tonight, including the power moves, a couple big dunks, including the alley-oop right-handed dunk that just brought this house down. Sometime during there, I think that third quarter is when that one was.
Yeah.
So, let's run down the individual scoring. First of all, for Culver, they fall to 4-3 on the season, but again, no Trey Galloway for Culver. That's just a huge loss. We really wish him a speedy recovery and get him back on the court quickly. We wish we could have seen him tonight.
100%,
I mean, it's great to see the great players in the region, and he's certainly one of the best. Speaking of great, though, Deontay Craig really kept the team in it there in the second half, tried to. 18 points on the night, 14 of those came in the second half as he really tried to take over for the Eagles. Penetration moves, inside moves. Deontay Craig really played a great game tonight, as you mentioned, both offensively and defensively.
Yeah, boy, he's a stout young man. I mean, good frame on him, and he's extremely aggressive. You love to see it. He had a good game tonight statistically right here. He put forth tremendous effort on the defense side of the ball right here, and really, I think he did probably the best job defensively on Caleb, just trying to use that low center of gravity and try and root him off the block. But unfortunately, it was essentially Craig and not much else. That's unfortunate. Again, we would have loved to see Galloway on the floor with him, see how they stacked up against the Braves tonight with that tandem, that duo. But Craig was valiant in his effort, and you got to tip your cap to him. Tremendous effort tonight. Look forward to seeing kind of what he can continue to do throughout the remainder of this year, especially when his partner in crime, Trey Galloway, gets back on the floor with him. Yeah,
the big man for Culver, Nicholas Hiddle, he scored 10 points tonight. Got in a little foul trouble early in the first half and really couldn't establish himself after that in the second half. Only 2 points in the second half, but he showed off his range early in the game. Yeah. Stepped back, hit a couple big three-pointers. Love to see your 6'10 lefty do that out there for the Eagles. Some more scoring as the game went on for Culver. More guys involved anyway. Anthony Gabe hit 7 points for them tonight. 2 points each for Grave Knights, Booth, Francis, and Martello. That rounded out the scoring for Culver. 43 points on the night for them. For Blackhawk Christian, you mentioned the big three, and that's going to be really evident as I run down these scores. Caleb first of all, 32 points tonight. We mentioned it, won over 1,000 points for his career. Dominant from the very first tip to the end of the game for Blackhawk. 16 points tonight for Marcus Davidson, and unofficially we have Marcus with a double-double. We have him with 10 assists as well. So great all-around game for Marcus Davidson. He hit 3 threes tonight. Great game there, some penetration as well for Davidson. And the other one of the three amigos, Zane Burke, he ends up with 16 points tonight as well. Zane Burke really running the point well for this team this season, and he knows when to get the other guys involved, but as I mentioned last night, really knows when he can penetrate and when he can get his own shots.
Yeah, boy, he shifts gears so well, and you're right. He's really transitioned to that point guard role seamlessly. That was left over by Michael Culver last year. Zane is more of kind of a score-first point guard, but he absolutely loves to get his teammates involved. And you're right, I think he's got a really good feel for the game of understanding when he needs to press on that accelerator and look for his own scoring, and when he needs to really kind of go through the offense and establish some of his other guys. Again, feeding Caleb first down on the block, making sure he's penetrating into the paint and sucking that defense to him to try and get his perimeter guys some wide open looks as well. He's done a tremendous job so far this year, and I think he's going to continue to grow as the year progresses.
And again, a junior.
That junior.
It's a great outlook for Blackhawk as you look ahead, not only the rest of the season, but next season as well. 1 point tonight for Jake Boyer. We did get one other guy finally in the scoring column as Jake hit a free throw there in the third quarter to round out the scoring again. 65-43, the final score. Blackhawk gets their 5th win on the season, and it's a little bit of a layoff now for Blackhawk. They will play Chesterton on 2 days after Christmas. That's in a tournament. They'll play that at 11 a.m. on December 27th. Next home game for Blackhawk is January 7th as we welcome Adams Central here to Blackhawk. So again, 5-1 on the season for Blackhawk. For Culver, again, they fall to 4-3 on the season, and their next game is after the new year, January 4th at Lawrence Central. Culver facing much the same thing as Blackhawk this year. The success that they've had the past couple seasons moved them up a class. So as we went up to 2A, Culver went up to 4A, and they're playing some powerhouses on their schedule.
Yeah, it is good for them. I mean, tremendous amount of success they've had over the course of the last really 2, 3, 4 years. Winning a state title 2 years ago, runner-up last year. Their program is in a really solid position right now. I think what they need to focus on is just making sure they get healthy bodies back out there and seeing how well they can compete with those big boys in 4A.
Yeah, and I think they'll compete well. I mean,
yeah.
Craig played a great game tonight. You get the contribution from Hiddle, and then you get your 25 points a game back from Galloway, the IU recruit. And you're going to do well. So that's going to wrap it up for us here tonight. Thank you for Paul for tagging alongside me here tonight.
Oh, no doubt.
I want to make sure we wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Yes.
And we will be back, like we said, here January 7th, back here on the Voice Network. Thank you to the Voice for allowing us to do this again this year as well. So we'll say goodnight to you now, and Happy Holidays.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast on the Voice Enterprises. Remember, none of this would be possible without the support of our sponsors. Please take time to tell them thank you and to use their services whenever possible. Join us again next time on AllenCountyVoice.com.